y'all see this? Y'all see this name here, man? Y'all see this name on the back of the jersey? What a performance today! Yamamoto, Big 18 on the mound, has renewed my faith in this organization, man. I swear, man. And before any of that, apologies are in order. Any of you seen my last video? I said verbatim, there's no way he throws a complete game today. No way. I seen what they was doing to Snell, man. Fouling the pitches off and whatnot. Brother, they weren't able to do that today. They were not able to do that today. Oh my God, man. Was it 6-1? 6-1, I believe. Let's see. 5-1. And this is the thing, right? In those first 4 innings, you watch the first inning of that game. Yamamoto almost got the Snell treatment. He had about 20, 24, 25, maybe 26 pitches the first inning. And those was stress pitches. He cornered George Springer early. I think he had him 0-2. Bam, then he gets a little double, slaps it to the wall. Double. And you're like, man, these guys don't let up. Dodgers, of course, top of the first, 2 outs. Kind of felt like what the Blue Jays were doing, although the Dodgers have done it plenty this season. I think we may have even been the best this season with 2-out runs. Man, Freddie Freeman, bam, 2-out double. Ringer, double. And Will Smith got one of the hanging sliders. Hung up in the zone for him. Bam, slapped it right up the middle. Right through the gap. Right past second base. Something along there. Straight up the middle. Bam, Freddie Freeman rounds third. Boom, Dodgers out to a 1-0 lead. You're like, great. This is exactly the start we needed. And to do it with 2 outs, it hurts more. It hurts more to the other team. They're like, oh, we're about to get out of this inning. 1, 2, 3. We ready to bat. Bam. Now you down. Only 1, but you're still losing. Bottom of the first. George Springer, double. After being cornered. You're thinking, oh no. Blue Jays crowd getting rowdy. Bam. Next at bat. What's his name? Just kind of slapped it, fought it off. Somehow drops in behind shortstop. I think it might have been Lucas. Nathan Lucas. Maybe him. Bam. Just drops in behind shortstop. Little bloop. And then all of a sudden you're like, first, third, no outs. Oh Lord. It's starting to look like how many? Not can we get out, how many? You know what I mean? How many we gonna give up this inning, man? And Yamamoto, man. First, third, no outs. Finishes the inning 26, 27, maybe 25, 24 pitches around there. No runs. No runs. No runs allowed. Huge for us. That's huge for us. The crowd would have been in it going crazy. They immediately take back the lead. They would have been like, woo, game's fresh. We starting over. But no, they were still down, leading into that inning. Now I'm going to try and pull up the box score here so I don't mess up my innings like I did last video. But man, all and Yamamoto, man, the first like 4 innings, they're all high stress. I think in the first 4 innings, all leadoff leadoff batters got on, made it on base. In the first, it was a hit with George Springer. I think in the second, that was when he popped up Clement. Freddie Freeman's charging in. He's got on like 40, 50 yards to come in for that ball. I think that should have been the catcher's ball personally. Schmaltzy on the broadcast was saying, "Oh, the pitcher should just get it." I mean, they never want the pitcher to get it. But yeah, Freddie's having to charge in from first, just overran it, and fell back behind him. I'm shocked as hell that they gave that a hit though. They scored that a hit. That ball was in the air for like 3, 4 seconds, and they gave that a hit. Man, but yeah, I mean, high stress innings that Yamamoto is in, man. Leadoff batter on first 4 innings, and this guy's just battling, making pitches. And these guys, these Blue Jays, this Blue Jay team lineup, for whatever reason, they could not foul off pitches like they were able to yesterday off Snell. And the he was giving a little bit of the low pitches. He was giving them both ways. Gosman was sneaking in some low fastballs that were getting called, and if the hitters got to cover that, both these pitchers throw splitters. If the ump's giving you a little bit more in the zone, the pitcher's gonna go right back there with the splitter. Same tunnel, maybe they can tunnel it. Just go bounce into the mid, and the hitter's gonna chase because the umpire said you gotta be able to protect that. And yeah, that gave Teoscar Hernandez, man. My God, did he get the golden sombrero today? 4 strikers. Did he get the golden sombrero in the World Series today? Not sure about his last one, but I knew he got Gosman, or he got him 3 times, punch outs. But I mean, Yamamoto with 8 strikeouts today. When's the last time you seen this Blue Jays team have 8 strikeouts in a game? I ain't seen it. They'll have that over 2 games, but not in 1. And shout out, man, Big 18. Innings 5 and on, he really didn't have much traffic like the first 4. But that was when the crowd, it's Dodgers up 1-0. Of course, in the third, the Blue Jays get the sac fly from Kirk. Kirk is my batter that I'm most scared of when he comes into the box. Vladdy, we know what Vladdy's gonna do. We expect some damage to some extent, but Kirk, man, what he did yesterday and what he did today, still, I am wary of this man, the Piglet. Beware of the Piglet. Alejandro Kirkman didn't get a hit today, but he got the sac fly to tie up the game in the third. Got the crowd back into it. And man, I mean, you're watching the Dodgers bats. You're like, bro, Gosman is just pumping fastballs by. And I think in the game plan coming into the game was just spit on anything low, right? Try and make him come up in his zone. But I mean, I think they were a little bit too focused on the splitter. He rarely was throwing the slider today. It didn't look like he had it coming out of his hand the right way he wanted. But I mean, the Dodger hitters, they're late. They were always late on his fastballs. Early, first time through the order, it's okay timing them up. But even the second time through, like 4, 5, 6, you're like, I think we batted around maybe in the third inning. I think maybe Otani came up in the third inning. But I mean, it was like, late on. It's not 97, 98. I mean, I think the most I seen today was 96 from Gosman, but I mean 93, 94, 95. I mean, it's not slow by any means, but it's not the high velo like Yamamoto's throwing 90, 96, 97 most of the time with his fastball. Though he didn't really use it that much today. But I mean, they're just late. They were late on fastball. I think they were just a little too focused on the splitter. Yeah, they were a bit too focused on the splitter, and yeah, until that seventh inning when Will Smith pulled his hands in, finally someone put a good swing. Freddie Freeman had a couple good swings. He just missed it twice. He had some long outs to center field. Those are some great swings from Freddie. Just missed it both times. One time I think it was a little down on the handle, closer to the handle, and one time I think it was closer to the end of the bat. But yeah, Will Smith finally in that seventh inning turned his hands in, pulled his hands in, and was able to turn on one. Bam, pulled it. Left field line. Kept it fair, and he knew it, man. You should have seen him. He knew it. He turned, said, "Let's." Mm, threw that bat and said, "Let's go." 2-1. The way Yamamoto's been pitching, the way he's been getting out of situations, and how he's been pitching lately with 1, 2, 3 innings. No stress compared to those first 4 innings. 5, 6, 7, no stress. And yeah, top of the seventh, bam, Will Smith got one. And yeah, I'll tell you Oscar again, tough game, man. Tough game for the kid. You know that guy back there, that's Oscar. I don't know if y'all can see him, but tough game for the kid. You know, hey, boy, wake up, buddy. We gonna need you. All right, you good? All right. He told me he good, y'all. So he gonna in LA he gonna be back to himself. He just gave me a little slap, you know. But yeah, then Max Muncy, he got a fastball. He also timed a fastball away. He looked to be a little late on it, but he kept it fair as well. Boom. Shot 3-1. Now it's like, okay. Okay. We got a little room here. And yeah, I mean, first 4 innings, the Blue Jays gonna be looking at themselves like, how did we only get one? I mean, Yamamoto was like Houdini out there, bro. Escaping these jams. First and third, no outs, no runs, first inning. You mad? You mad? But not Gosman had himself a great game. What is it? The broadcast was saying 5 2/3, 5 2/3. That's what he's gonna get you. But he got a 6 2/3 this time, I believe. And yeah, that last batter just couldn't do it. And they made the swap, gave up the 2 solo shots. And yeah, that was all. Then it was onto the Dodger bullpen, and boy, luckily the Dodgers did not have to use the pen. And you're thinking, right? Those first 4 innings, I keep talking about Yamamoto, but he really saved us because after the first inning, he's thrown like 26 pitches. You're like, oh my god, looks like 6, he gonna be done. You know, 6, he gonna be done, and we gonna have to use the pen, which is not what we wanted to do. And through those first 4 innings, it was like, it's stressful. But 5 and 6, I believe he got through like those 6 outs with like 14 pitches. And that's when it was like, okay, that was huge. Those 14 pitches got the early outs, got some pop-ups. Those were huge for the ball game, for the program, for the club. And yeah, in the 8th inning, I'm trying to find out what happened. I'm really blanking on the 8th inning. It says we got 2 runs. I swear I don't remember. Dodgers, was it? Tommy Edman gets out. Pages hit a single up the middle of the center. Then Otani broke his bat. There we go. Pages to second. Oh yeah, they got the bases loaded in here. Yeah, Mookie Betts took a walk. Mookie Betts walked. Then it's bases loaded, 1 out. Then, oh yeah, the wild pitch. I forgot. That should have been a walk anyway. It looked like it hit Freddie. I guess it didn't matter. Paul had scored anyway. Then the pitcher goes, Hoffman goes 2-0, 2 balls, no strikes on Freeman. Then he gets intentionally walked because Pages came in to score. So now the bases are reloaded. Yeah, Will Smith hit it to shortstop. It was kind of slow. Jimenez was pulled in, and for some reason he thought he could turn two, but he did a long underhand toss, and that's not gonna get it done. Will Smith is not. He's not slow. I mean, he's not rapid fast, but he's not slow. It was a long underhand toss. That's not gonna get the job done. In hindsight's 2020, right? Probably should have thrown home. Because in that instance, it was still 3-1. Or no, it was 4-1, down by three. You got two chances, and your top of the lineup's coming up more manageable. 4-1, bam. Then yeah, so they try to turn two, they couldn't turn two, and Otani scampers home, and that's 5-1. And oh man, Teoscar Hernandez strikes out swinging. I'm looking at it right now, top of it, bro. Golden sombrero in the World Series, a night to forget, a night to forget. But you told me you locked in. Oh, yeah, he said he locked in, right? Oh, see, he's nodding. Y'all seen him? He's not. Yeah, bottom of the eighth. Teoscar Hernandez goes to the bench. Justin Dean, just defensive changes. And I mean, bro, you telling me in the bottom of the eighth, Yamamoto struck out the side, bro? No, man. You can't say enough about Big 18, man. Can't say enough about him. Now, this is what we needed. Because if we would have had to go down 0-2, we would have had to put a lot of pressure on ourselves to win at home. And then we still, even if we did win at home, we would have had to win another game, at least one in the Rogers Center. So getting a win in the Rogers Center early here just gives us confidence later down the line if we have to come back. Hopefully we don't have to. But if we do, we know we can win here in the postseason, in the World Series. So that's just a little confidence boost for if the series does have to go back there. That's nice for us to have, to know that we can do it. Now, I don't know who's going to be pitching game three. It might be, I think it was Hernandez in the Milwaukee series, so it could be Hernandez. Glass now. That's his name. Long hair. It was Glass now. Game three against the Brewers. So it could be him, and Otani was fourth. So yeah, they'll maybe go with that. I don't think they would want to change Otani's timeline. Maybe move him up a day, but I think Glasnow's just fine. Just fine. He gotta be careful though, because he does walk people on occasion. Not on occasion. It's kind of unfortunately a little bit of a theme for him, but he does walk people. And with this lineup, these guys don't really, they're not really chasing much. Yamamoto, he beat him with the fastball, and some were chasing, but he got a lot of people looking on that curve. And that's just so tough. I mean, bro's throwing 97 up and in. Then he throws a split off that. That's like 91, 92. And then he loops in a curveball, bro. Boom, at your waist. And you're just like frozen. You're just locked up. Just watching it pass. So yeah, command is going to be... Command is the word to watch out for when Glasnow's on the mound. But yeah, Vladdy, bottom of the ninth. Yeah, grounds out. Kirk lines out. And Varsho popped up. Yeah, popped up to end the game. And once again, the Dodgers win. Not like a crazy offensive explosion like the Blue Jays had in game one, but hey, the starting pitching once again proves that we didn't really need to score that much. But five, I'll take five. Not a little 3-1, 2-1. Great job from Yamamoto to go complete game. Like I said, my apologies to him. I'm rooting for the kid. But yeah, I said he wouldn't be able to throw a complete game, and he went and shut me up, didn't he? And apologies were in order. I did that earlier, and now I'm just rambling. So we'll see you in LA for game 3. Be there. I'll see you next video, man. Peace.